That was some disgustingly cold tea there. Gonna add some hot and see if that balances out. Oops. I'm dropping tea bags on my desk. That's never pleasant. Dana, gotta get them emotes. I hope you do. Good luck with that. And thank you for the bits. On behalf of everyone else, because I do believe that everyone gets the rewards, not just you. Down to 11. Oh, it's because the reserves haven't joined yet. Come on, reserves. There we go. Okay, so that Dutch unit is definitely helping and holding that. You probably actually will come this way. Hopefully this... Well, actually, you're only attacking me from one direction at the moment, which is helping my cause. Here come the dreads. Shore bombardment. Bombardment. Minus 25%. Excellent. Even though I'm still amazed it's that low, because you should be giving a better bonus to the ground pounder. That does help. What? No! Ah, you're kidding me. The units didn't get in place in time.
Yes, sir. Under fire.
Are you going to be able to hold for this long? Like, I have a lot of units on the way in to support you.
Ready, sir.
The question is whether they can actually get into the battle. There they are. Ooh, that was a bit close. Hey, you got the other wing. Awesome. More bits. Thank you. Appreciate that. And now we are suffering supply problems. Not a huge amount I can do about that. So one thing I was wondering is if I park fleets out here, do they count as bombarding Utrecht? I suspect probably not.
Keep your distance.
And there we go, we now have 8 units defending here. And even more! Crikey, you really are on a roll. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 94th Min, evening. Hello, how are you? Oh, I'm doing well. Very pleased I came second in the Paradox games. I was kind of resigned to the fact I'd be last because I considered myself bad at Imperator, but apparently it went alright. Because we were going through the amount of hours that each of the players had in Imperator, and it was actually really surprising. Like, I thought that Ben had the most hours in Imperator. He actually had the least. The one with the most hours in Imperator was actually Prussian. I think I was third. I think it was Prussian, Uldra, me, Ben. Okay, so these defenses seem to be doing okay at the moment, which is allowing these guys to get some of their organization back. What? Oh, you were kidding me. It was a 30%. 30!
Move out.
Apparently my allies are wimps compared to my units. And now Rotterdam is under attack as well. We ain't taking that back again.
Move back.
Utrecht is going to fall soon.
Move out.
Felicia, you failed me. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was my allies that failed us. Because we had 30% victory in the north, and then suddenly they took it. Are we still getting bombardment? No, just the air superiority. Oh no, this fight we are. So the counter-attack we're getting the bombardment, the other stuff we're not. Alright, I think that you guys really need to start getting your act together. Thankfully your training is almost done, but we need to relieve some pressure on the Netherlands. Sooner rather than later. So Amsterdam looks like it's going to hold okay, but Utrecht I think is about to fall. Units are falling back to The Hague. Which is fine, they do need to recover some of their strength. Too bad, because their attacks against Amsterdam aren't going to get the naval advantage. War. War never changes. It was the leftover power from the Langobard game. The Longbeards gave me victory. Longbeards! Yeah. I was a little bit disappointed that I wasn't given the Longbeards. The other thing which did kind of make us chuckle is the fact that Prussian was almost given Venice and I was almost given Genoa in that Imperator game, which would have been hilarious if we'd actually been given those areas. I mean, I did end up in occupation of Genoa, and I'm pretty sure that Prussian ended up occupying thingy. Wait, what province is that? There's a province here? Apparently there is. I don't remember ever noticing that before. Oh, ooh, concentrated industry. Excellent. That means more production. Controlling the skies. 5% production bonus for aircraft. For thousands of years, Britain could rely on the sea to keep it safe from the invaders. For the first time, we have to confront the real possibility of an airborne invasion, but we can rely on a doctrine of well-tested. Simply build as many as the next two together. More fighters, more bombers. And I'm thinking that I probably want to change my cruiser designer for the fighter manufacturer where we can build fighters just obscenely quickly. We're going to do it. We're going all out air now. Switching our doctrines. And also, we don't have the points for it. We'll probably switch out our air superiority person as well. More rubber. Gonna need it. So we're now getting a 20% bonus to aircraft production compared to previously. Utrecht is about to fall. So the real question is, will the port fall if Amsterdam goes? I don't think so. Any more Imperator coming later on? That last campaign was amazing. Not as yet. Although some of us are talking about doing some more when Cicero's released, because the Cicero update does look really good. Like, I personally quite like Pompeii because it added a bunch to the navy, but Cicero is where they're getting rid of all of the monarch point systems, and it does sound like they're doing a good job of it. Grey Lag, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Amsterdam is under some seriously heavy attack right now. And I think they're actually all on the way to it.
Keep on moving!
Okay, you're defending. Actually, I am somewhat interested. How is this war going? So, Germany. I've now inflicted 330,000 casualties. They've lost 5 million to our 3 million. So it goes France, me, the Dutch. And then a long way behind that, Liberia. What? It happened again! No! Why are your units leaving? It's the capital! They're literally leaving it. Stop doing that! Good grief! Okay, we're in.
All in.
And I think that the time is up. We need to send in the Air Force now. Okay, they're at full strength. Good. So you can stop. You lot. Ooh, we don't have an airbase in the Netherlands anymore. Well, I guess we'll just need to do with how we can here. Time for the air war to really heat up. Yeah, Cicero Beta is out. Hence, I know some of it looks kind of interesting. I haven't played it myself yet, but I've heard. Gonna go for the AA. We're gonna start building AA to begin adding it to our units, because, well, my hope is that we can just produce so many Spitfighters that I don't need to. Like, we are trying to outproduce Germany with their crazy numbers of military factories. But I actually feel like we can do it. Because we're going to have a 20% build speed. There is an Air Force base near Calais. The thing is, I'm not sure it's closer. Oh yeah, it definitely is. Good call. Oh, yeah. Hugely. Very good call. Thank you.
Ready to move.
Ooh! Okay. Tank divisions are almost ready for the off. So really the question is, do I want to continue upgrading the Bofors? Yes, because that's going to be AA for our ships too. You guys are actually doing a successful counterattack. I mean, if we can retake Nord Holland, that would be a humongous deal. Especially with all of these guys encircled.
All in. Come on.
This one too.
Ready, sir.
Let's try that again, shall we? You are indeed saying that's just one province. So we get half of you.
Ready to move. Move out. Ready. Listen up.
Right, haha, that's true. I don't have any convoys. We need convoys. So do that. Let's just say, just for a moment, that we're going to cut down the number of you that we have. So we can build a few more convoys. Then the other thing that we do need are more convoys so I can buy more aluminium. Question is whether you can hold until my tank units arrive to relieve. I'm not convinced. I must admit, I'm not convinced. Let's get more of these convoys going. They're more important than the light cruisers right now. And there is a battle going on here, but this is against just convoys, so I think we're okay. Okay, I think it's going to be time
Let's go!
for you, Felicia. Oh, you can't. Oh, you're wounded. How long for? Oh, day. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're not even there anymore. Disaster.
Yes, sir!
Especially because we know how quickly these guys like to run away. Come on. Come on. Okay, tanks are starting to arrive in decent numbers now. Really don't want the trucks to
Let's
fall.
go! Moving back!
If there's anything I can do about it.
Keep your distances!
Although we do have a bunch of tanks over here now. We could just try and push them back again. Skewer, which is a naval bomber upgrade, which we'll do, and then we also want the naval carrier upgrade. You know what? This is a bad idea. See what we can do with the tanks here. Bringing some serious air power to the area now. This pocket is getting rather small. Yeah, you're not wrong. Like, the Hague still doesn't seem to be a much threat at the moment, but we're going to need a lot of convoys to escape with all of this, should the worst happen. We are suffering supply and attrition problems. Just have so many units. 16 units here. I mean, a bunch of these are really low strength, so I am hoping that we can hit them from two different angles. The attack on Utrecht is doomed. I'm a little bit annoyed that my tanks are wasting time with this. Wait, are they just leaving? No way. Yep, they are. Interesting. Well, I definitely want to get to 150 or so convoys so I can evacuate this if I need to. Like, if Amsterdam goes, I probably will have to evacuate this. I mean, we've put up a hell of a fight. We've definitely done some damage to the German forces, but not nearly as much as we needed to. Ground units are just so much stronger than ours. Although I must say I'm a little bit curious about how the air war is going now. Let's have a look. Oh, it's yellow. That's a good sign. So they still have 2,600 planes, but we do have a 46% air superiority. Our mission efficiency is higher than theirs. Our detection is much higher. Probably because of radar cover? Yeah, radar plus 50%. They don't have any. I do wish they would give this kind of detail, but over a much longer period. It's sometimes hard to read this. So we've lost 1,200. They've lost 300. Really? Okay. I don't know if that's just me or if that's France.
Attention!
Three, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So close. Did I choose Moseley? No. 98. Still 98. 99. Begin counterattacking as soon as this battle ends. I want the tanks in Amsterdam to attack that as well. Need to be ready with the pause. So we can take this, and these guys are actually no, they're not stuck on. Here we go.
Listen up!
There we are. That's what I wanted to see. How are we doing for SPGs and mechanized now? Oh, we have loads of mechanized, okay. We're going to be able to add some more soon. Sure. We will have naval bombardment though, yes. We have the decryption advantage. So their defenses are reduced, but then so's our attack because of the air superiority. The air superiority is a big problem. There's the Bofors from the AA. Let's upgrade that even further. That does actually look like it's going to be the most modern thing I can build. So we're going to start getting some Bofors. The question is, what are we going to be replacing in our unit composition with this? Recon, maybe? I feel like we need the engineers too much. Or we could make them line units. Replace an infantry, because we've already got insane organization. Speaking of which, I need to import a lot more aluminium. The air war continues brutally onwards. Our fighters lost 256, their fighters lost 90, so we are definitely losing the fighter war. Hopefully we can just pump out enough fighters. I'm not accepting any more Lend-Lease, can't afford to. Fuel situation is clearing up nicely. We're now generating 4,500 from the refineries.
Ready to move! Attention!
Oh, right. Yes.
Listen up!
Current planning is going that way. Probably shouldn't be. It should probably be this way. No, I want you guys to dig in as much as you can. Actually, don't assist anything. Let the tanks do what the tanks are supposed to do and counterattack. Okay, so we can now get Damocles, Fortress Britain, or Total Immobilization, or we can go for air production for another 10% fighter production. So we now have 30% faster fighter production. How much are we producing? Or how many? We're currently getting 11 a day. And we're about halfway up our efficiency, with 38 factories dedicated to fighter production. We actually have a... wait, do we have a surplus! Boom! Oh, we do as well. Interesting. Let's go up to 600 then. Oh, may as well just go all the way up to 1,000. Just keep adding planes. 1,000, I believe, is the maximum in their wing. Did we ever get any anti-air built? We're at level 3. Which should be giving us some protection from air superiority now. Wait. We have air superiority. 50.7. We do. We're winning! This is what winning looks like, everyone. It doesn't feel like winning.
Keep on moving! Ready!
Right, you. Keep attacking that. I don't believe that you were in fact attacking that. I need to micro tanks more often. This is the conclusion I'm coming to. Tanks with planning preparation is basically just irrelevant. They're too stupid otherwise. And I do feel like I can add another unit of mechanized and remove another 2 light tanks. Yeah, another mechanized. Close enough. So we are slowly but surely losing breakthrough, and actually quite a lot, but we're gaining hardness and we're gaining just general stats. And this is, of course, until we have enough SPGs to take over. In fact, I wonder. Armor division, medium SPG. No, we need like 400. Those fighter factories must be super streamlined. Yeah, probably. Look, all the Lend-Lease is trying to steal my convoys, but actually the Lend-Lease has just ended.